classroom debate entitled Plastic Materials Are Useful or Harmful? Now, before we're going to start the debate, let us first say the rules and mechanics for this activity. First, the speakers or book team has 5 minutes for the preparation. Then each speaker has 1 minute to speak. Then if you're going to hear a ring of a bell, then that means to say that your time is already lapsed. Then, no saying of bad words. And then, during the rebuttal, there is no clapping of hands. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to give the floor to our chairperson, Christine Canuno.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Christine Canuno, your moderator for today's debate. The modern lifestyle is focused on people who are always in the mood. For this reason, food is available in cans, plastics, containers, and other materials. The more people make use of these items, the higher the rate which they accumulate the amount of garbage on the planet. Among the most stubborn forms of garbage are plastics. They do not crack as naturally as their other counterparts. Also, when burning up, they emit fumes which contain very harmful chemicals. Here we focus on the waste plastics that makes the planet we call home. It is my privilege to introduce our judges. Our very own school principal, Mrs. Shambaeh, our pretty designated school guidance counselor, Ms. Jelly and Parilla, our master teacher of Tomas Cabili Central School, Mrs. Charlene Vidila Masaga. Allow me to introduce the speaker of both sides. The proposition groups who believes that plastics are useful. We have Denver Maninsay, Faith Alberio, Riza Cabe, Yvonne Mediasis, and Shan Ariola. Then the opposition groups who believes that plastics are harmful. We have Nanzal Helen, Manu Rich Kasha, Tisha Yvonne Magnente, Janina Magungnang, and Farhan Madele. Let the debate begin!
Good afternoon, everyone, especially to the Board of Judges. I am here to say that plastic materials are useful because from a waste management perspective, the 3 R's are the reduce, reuse, and recycle are widely advocated to reduce the quantities of plastic and especially plastics packaging the waste we generate.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nanzal Helen from the opposition group, and I believe that plastics are harmful because plastic never goes away. Plastic is a material made to last forever. 33% of all plastics like water bottles, bags, and straws are used just once and thrown away. Plastics cannot biodegrade. It breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces. Out of 10 plastics around the world, only 3 of it gets recycled, and the rest of it ends in landfills, forests, oceans, canals, and other places in the wildlife. This proves that plastics are harmful.
Good afternoon, everyone, and especially to the Board of Judges. I am Mary Faith Alberio, the second speaker from the proposition side. We believe that plastic is useful because studying the effects of low-dose exposure is tricky, usually requiring a very large number of study subjects. Instead, epidemiologists tracked into problem frequently base their conclusions on data gathered from individuals known to have unusually high levels of a chemical, often the result of a high-level occupational exposure.
Good afternoon, everyone, especially to the Board of Judges. By the way, I am Manrich Okasha, the second speaker from the opposition side. I believe that plastic is harmful because plastic affects human health. Toxic chemicals leach out of plastics and are found in the blood and tissue of nearby of us. Exposure to them is linked to cancers, birth defects, impaired immunity, endocrine disruption, and other ailments. Plastic also poisons our food chain. Even plankton, the tiniest creature in our oceans, are eating microplastics and absorbing the hazardous chemicals. The tiny broken down pieces of plastics are displaced higher. The algae needed to sustain larger sea life who feeds on them. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, especially to the Board of Judges. My name is Cabili from the proposition side, who believes that the plastic is useful because this measure must be considered within framework of life cycle analysis, and they should be incorporate all of the key stages plastic production, including synthesis of the chemical that are used in production together with usage and disposal.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tisha Ibagudales Maglente from the opposition group who believes that plastic are harmful. Plastic spoils our groundwater. Toxic chemicals from plastics drain out and seep into groundwater, flowing downstream into lakes and rivers. Plastic threatens wildlife. Wildlife become entangled in plastic. They eat or mistake it for food and feed it to their young, and is food littered in even extremely remote areas of Earth. In our ocean alone, plastic debris outweighs 200 plankton by a ratio of 36 to 10.
Good afternoon, everyone, especially to the Board of Judges. I am Ivonne Diasis from the proposition group who believe that plastic is useful. The literature Helen survey is ambiguous on this point, despite more than half a century of study. Part of the difficulty lies in the absence of good controls for studying health outcomes, as plastic exposure is a global phenomenon and finding unexposed subjects for comparison is nearly impossible. It is known, however, that health effects vary depending on who is exposed and when. Infants and pregnant or nursing mothers are the heightened risk of for toxic exposure or passage of BPA and adhesives like DEHP.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, especially to the Board of Judges. My name is Janina Mabungang, and I'm speaker number 4 in the proposition side, who believe that plastic is harmful. Plastic is harmful because many people throwing garbage anywhere that can affect your environment. Also, if you will still throwing garbage anywhere that can cause many calamities.
Good afternoon, everyone, especially to our Board of Judges. I am Sean Patricia Sariola, the 5th Speaker of the proposition who believes plastics is useful because its adverse effect to human health remain a topic of first controversy. Though a growing consensus is emerging that plastics and their additives are not always the benign companions we once assumed them to be. Helen says he accepted the invitation to write about plastics and human health because the topic showcased the bigger problem of how to create a sustainable future for modern civilization.
Good afternoon, everyone, especially to the Board of Judges. Plastic is harmful because it is non-biodegradable material. It doesn't decay or rot. Even if you burn the plastic, but it is so dangerous because it has smoke with chemicals that can affect to our health and also damage to our ozone layer.
Thank you for your ideas to the both sides. And now, let's start the rebuttal.
Plastic is highly durable material and it lasts longer. The weight of plastic is very less and it's almost strong as metals. Yes, it's
durable, then how about the chemical in making plastics?
According to my research, plastics are polymers. It is a long chain of molecules usually made up of carbon, hydrogen, and other chemicals.
I beg to disagree. No, plastic is harmful because, like for example, many people die because they smell the bad odor and there's no finding evidence. But as what we have learned, the fumes of burning plastic cause steam, smell, illnesses.
No, I disagree in yours because plastics are very useful. It can be melted, shaped, or rolled into pieces because it can help our Mother Earth by doing the 3 R's: the reduce, reuse, and recycle. By recycling the products that can make us surrounding beautiful, wonderful, and colorful.
So what? Even if it can be melted, shaped, and etc., it still doesn't go away. Plus, out of 10 plastics around the world, only 3 of it is recycled, and that's what decide that recycled, and the rest ends in landfills, forests, oceans, canals, and other places in the wildlife. This proves plastics are harmful to the earth.
It's not too late yet. There is always an information drive, especially in our barangay, on how to follow the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. So every now and then, it's already installed in our minds how to segregate garbage, particularly plastic. No! I beg to disagree on what the third speaker said. Why? Do you think all of us are following the rules? I have some evidence brought here to prove that many people is not following the rules. Look at this. Is this recycled? No, it is just being thrown away. But we can reuse plastics. For example, in the transport of goods, on industrial pallets, crates, and domestic carrier bags.
What if it gets old? It will be broken, destroyed, and thrown away. It will be replaced by another set. But the old ones doesn't go away. It will be a big problem in the future, and the people in the next generation will see plastics as a useless or harmful material, and that is a fact.
No, it can be recycled, like flower vase and Christmas decor and others.
No, I disagree. Would you please give me one example of the thing that you think that is useful?
This is a plastic, a Tupperware. As you can see at the back, that there is a sign that the government approved this and it can help our everyday lives.
Yes, that is a recycled plastic. But plastics are used mostly in our day-to-day and it is very hazardous to our life, and I think there is no such substitute for plastic, so it would be difficult to manage.
Not all plastics are hazardous. Other plastics are not hazardous because it can be recycled and reused.
So what if it is non-hazardous? If it gets old, it will be thrown away anyway.
And now you've just heard the opinions on both sides. And which of the group are you convinced? May I call on Nodges to share his opinion. Let's start with our proposition group.
I support proposition team because we can use plastics in many ways, such as vase, pencil case, and others.
Another one.
I am in favor to the opposition group because if plastics does not go away, it stays on the earth forever. It means it will be big problem in the future because we will have nowhere to put plastic. That's why it's harmful.
I support proposition team because in time of typhoon syndrome, plastic balloons is being used for survival.
I support the opposition team because I believe that plastic materials do not rot and it is very valuable to our health.
Thank you for that.
I will support the proposition team because I believe that plastic is useful on the following. Plastic is hard material. Yes, you can convert plastic into the shape you want. It is very careful to do, especially plastic bags.
Thank
I support opposition team because I believe that the most tackle from a garbage is a plastic.
Thank you for the argument. You already heard both side opinions. Let us clap our hands to them. May you call again our energetic facilitator, Mrs. Helen Parilla.
Thank you, Christine, for this wonderful delivery of our debate. Okay, let us clap our hands for our insights. Okay, for the proposition team. Oh, give me a cheers for the proposition team. Okay, how about the opposition team? Okay, everybody, let us clap our hands. Okay, before we're going to part, okay, let us hear a message from our very own energetic principal, Mrs. Nieves M. Ebon. A big warm of applause, please.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Parilla. Thank you for the participants for this debate, for Ma'am Chair, for Ma'am Charlene, and to all the pupils who are present. So all of you, both the affirmative and the negative sides, you have the issues and concerns whether plastics are useful or harmful. Then they have in every object that we are going to use, all of those have advantages and disadvantages. Am I right? Do you believe with this that all objects have their own advantages and disadvantages? That depends on us on how we are going to utilize all of those. So they have the ideas for the affirmative sides. They said that plastics are useful because if I will be in the affirmative, I will not let you sit down in that plastic chair because those plastic chairs that you are sitting down are made of plastic. So mayroon ko sa ilang okay, you will just please stand up because you're using that plastic chairs. So on the other hand, these plastics really are or will give harmful effects to all of us if we will not really practice the proper rules on how to utilize or how to use these plastics. Because if we are going to, even though how many times we are going to know about the many R's, the reduce, the reuse, the recycle, but still, those principles are not yet instilled or internalized by all of us. That's why we have different problems being encountered during heavy rainfall. Why? Because as what they have said, due to the plastics, because they are non-biodegradable, then it will cause clog-ups to our canals. And because of those, or else at our oceans, when the living things in the oceans ate all the chemicals that are found from the plastics, and of course, they will die. So, it depends on us on how we are going to utilize and how we are going to implement all of our knowledge on the different R's in science. So, it depends on us. But for this debate, the winner, due to the many issues that they have given all of us, so the winner is from this opposition. Because they have many ideas being given to us about the issue or their sides, which plastic materials are harmful. So the proposition side, you weren't able to explain or give and expound ideas about your sides. But really, most of the time, or most of us, we are using plastics. How about you? Are you not using plasticware for your baons at lunchtime? Did you use paper? No? So there are and concerns. So, that's lang. They lack the ideas for this side. That's all. Thank you and God bless to all of us.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am, for that very inspiring message of yours. Okay, how about the 5 claps to the winner, the opposition team? Okay, to our Board of Judges, thank you very much. Our participants, the proposition team and the opposition team. So with the audience, thank you for your cooperation and our debate is formally closed. Thank you.